Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point Click Podcast. Our salesman.
We pretend people care about our opinions. We pretend people care about our opinions.
They're just a couple of good guys, virtue signaling their life away.
It smells like wet dog. We pretend people care about our opinions. We pretend people care about our opinions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point Click Podcast. They're just a couple of good guys, virtue signaling their life away. So stay woke, stay fresh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point and Click Podcast. My name is John the Wise, and we have with us a special and beautiful and sexual guest, Claude Huggins.
Is that my cue? Hi, I'm Claude. Hi.
That's him. And I have with me my special, beautiful co-host, Czar Salesman.
What is up, my dudes?
So I hope you guys had a wonderful week. You know, not too much went out in my life. You know, just a regular week. Nothing crazy, nothing insane. You know, other than...
Same old.
Yeah, other than my wife pooping out a human being. So here we are today, and I was like, we're still going to do the podcast, baby. I'm just making sure Claude's image is nice and big so everyone sees your beautiful hair, Claude. I want to talk about your hair before we start anything here. I want to talk about the color. I want to talk about the shape. And I want you to know that I'm jealous as fuck, because as you can see, it's not easy for me to do shit like that.
Listen, do your beard. Fuck.
Yeah.
You get in on this too.
Yeah, what do you think about his hair, Zara? I want you to tell me right off the bat.
What? Oh, it's got. You know what? He. You know, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but this is the first time I've seen Claude that I know of.
No, it's not.
It's not. Yes.
We didn't use videos last time.
We didn't use videos.
Oh, that's right. We just did audio we never
So
did
this
it
is the
live.
first time I've seen him. Have you ever seen the show Shameless?
I really thought you were gonna say Riverdale, go for the Archie thing, but no, I actually haven't seen that. I know it's on Netflix. There's like 8 seasons or something, but
Shameless. It's actually really good, but there's the one of the brothers is a ginger, the ginger brother who has like bipolar disorder.
oh, is this Cameron?
The Ginger Brother? Let's see.
Yeah,
Ian Gallagher. Okay.
Ian Gallagher.
Yeah, I
Yes,
Googled it.
Ian Gallagher.
Ian Gallagher actor.
Yeah, Cameron Monaghan.
Cameron Moynihan?
Moynihan, whatever you say. That's who I thought of as soon as I saw him.
Wife is right next to me. She's like, "Oh my god, he does."
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Hold on. I think he looks like oh yeah, dude.
Like not just a little, like especially with the hair and everything.
With the
he does
hair,
the
yeah.
Same thing with his hair and everything.
What is he,
So
the
it's like-
Joker in Gotham or something?
Yeah, he's the Joker in Gotham.
Oh, okay. Hold on, my fucking baby monitor's beeping, dude. I don't know.
Oh God, that was a night. You pulled that picture. I'm like, look, Claude looks like that guy.
Yeah, look at him.
Like,
Top metal.
serious-
Top metal.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you guys, if you guys don't know what this is the Point and Click Podcast where we talk about video games, life, dick jokes, and everything in between. And today we have a special, beautiful guest. Ian Gallagher is with us today. Or what I like to say, or what's the other guy's name? Michael, Scott, Parks, and Rec. This is who I think he looks like. That guy. Doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, when I had black hair, it was a little bit
Oh
easier
yeah.
So
Ben,
yeah,
Ben from Parks and Rec.
we have Claude Huggins with us, who is Twitch streamer extraordinaire, black belt in judo, and an expert in hair physics. And he,
It's perfect. It doesn't move. It's gonna stay like this the rest of the day. It's all in the pomade.
that's funny. And everybody in chat, welcome. Thank you guys for stopping by for the Point and Click podcast. And we do not ignore chat, so everybody that's here from Claude Huggins' side, welcome and have fun with us. But Reverend Claude, how's your stream going, dude?
It's been a little rough because I've been playing Danganronpa, which isn't the most stream-friendly game because, visual novels and everything, but people are still enjoying it, getting a decent turnout.
Oh, okay. Well, the thing about streaming is, like, you have to have that balance of, like, having fun while at the same time being entertaining. But
Exactly.
I've noticed from your stream that your people, they just want to be there just because they feel like they belong in a place, like they have, like, a community going on.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's definitely that core group. Like somebody's in the chat here. Matt, hi.
There he is, Maddie's
So,
go for it.
What is this game you've been playing? It's a visual novel.
Did you ever play the Ace Attorney games? Phoenix, right?
No, but I know of them and I understand the concept and how
it's
they're
pretty much the same concept. You have your whole socializing phase, and there's a murder, investigation, then trials.
Okay.
Same, just like that.
What's it called again?
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa.
There it is. I see it. There.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me get the browser going for everybody else. Trigger Happy Havoc?
That bear. I've seen that image before.
Yeah, I'm gonna say be careful with the Google images. You might get spoilers, but
spoilers. You might get hentai, dude.
Yeah, I'm be a little.
Listen, you have a child now. You have to put the save search back on, please.
Dude, you might get some really hardcore hentai with this shit, dude. So, is there Rule 34? Should we find out?
Well, of course there's Rule 34.
Yeah, we're gonna switch to the Chatterbait stream so we can show that, right?
Oh, that's funny. That's
Dude,
cool.
One day I'm gonna stream on Chatterbait. I still need to do that.
You should. I would subscribe to that 100%. Would you, Claude?
I mean, I'll pirate it at least.
Damn. That's funny. Oh man. So, dude, I can never get into those anime games. I don't know what it was after like a certain age. My love for anime declined hard, and I know that's an unpopular opinion among nerds because anime's huge with like nerd culture.
Is it the art style that turns you off, or is it just like the Oni-chan, baka baka?
Yeah, it's that. It's the second part. It's it's not just that, they repeat the same shit over and over again. Like, it's the same kind of story. It's the same kind of like bringing honor to my family and like blah blah blah, and like I don't know, man. It gets too much for me. Also, I fucking hate their titles, dude, for all of their shows, because it's like they found like two English words and put them together that don't make sense. But it's like, oh, okay, so this is the name of the show.
I just want to say half the audience right now is probably like clutching their keyboard, ready to break it in half. So
screaming like,
anime is cartoons for bitches. Prove me wrong, or change my mind, or whatever that fucking Steven Crowder meme is.
Oh yeah.
Ah yeah. Well,
change my mind. Yeah.
Anyway, my dudes, go ahead. Sorry, you want to say something spectacular?
No, I have nothing spectacular to say.
Well, it's going to be a little bit of a short one today, my dudes, because I have a doctor's appointment because I pooped out a baby. Well, my wife did.
I'm going to say, give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, I got to give her credit.
Yeah, goddamn, John.
Yeah, it was a whole fucking ordeal. If you guys want to hear everything about that, tune into the Wise and Sassy podcast, which my wife and I will be doing tonight. And
y'all are actually doing it.
Yeah, we're going to do it, man. We missed last week, and we were about to do it last week, but there was no way, dude. She was like so fucking destroyed.
You didn't live stream the labor? Come on.
Yeah, I know, right?
Amateur hour.
Dude, her sister got traumatized, man. Looked into the belly of the beast. Dude, it was insane. But yeah, we'll talk all about that if you guys want to know. So, okay, here we go. We got bans in chat. People being banned in chat.
Oh my god.
I missed it.
See, look, this whole anime talk got people banning people
now people.
Oh man, so Claude, tell me a little bit more about yourself. Are you married yet? Do you have kids? Have you saved the world?
Yo, no, God, I was actually trying to. Why are we supposed to be talking about video games, not my failed social life? Yeah, let me tell you about this girl that keeps blowing me off on dates. No, people are here for like video games and stuff. Don't talk about my failed sex love life.
Dude, failed sex love life. I get it.
Sex love life.
It's not a fail, dude. Every attempt is just you getting closer and closer to the goal, okay? It's not a fail.
Honestly, it's more that I just want to stay inside, watch anime, and play video games. I don't even want to like go out on dates. It's like I don't want to go pay money for other people to eat and then have to like try and talk to them about stuff that I don't care about. Because let me tell you, trying to find a girl that likes Dungeons and Dragons without actually going to a Dungeons and Dragons thing is really hard.
And has good hygiene.
Those kind of girls aren't on Tinder.
And is not, 50, 30, 100 pounds overweight.
You know what you got to do? You got to go to those LARPing events because that's where all the D&D honeys are, I guess.
What?
I've been to the Renaissance Festival. I've honestly thought about LARPing just to go meet chicks.
I've never heard a sentence like that in my life.
Listen, these things are like orgies in the off hours, from what I've heard. So.
Well, yeah, I did. I went to MTAC like years ago when I was in college, and there was an orgy in like the showers after the rave.
Please tell me you have pictures readily available of you in costume.
No, I did not go in costume.
Oh.
Sadly, I did not.
I gotta isolate you saying that, and I'm gonna put it like I don't know in our next theme song.
No, you need to put it. You need to add it to our intro song.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I need to add like different guests talking in our intro song.
I want to go.
I seriously considered LARPing to
pick up chicks.
I seriously considered LARPing to pick up chicks. I love it, dude.
Listen, I watched the special. There were some pretty cute girls doing it. I don't know why they were there, but I guess they're that desperate to roleplay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you've seen like any the cosplay girls and stuff like that, there's plenty of hot chicks into that kind of shit.
That's it. Yeah. That's like the Venn diagram of hot chick nerds is the cosplayers, right? That's the middle of the Venn diagram.
Yeah. That's like that's the intersection.
There you go.
If you're a
Claude.
hot chick and you like anime, you cosplay at conventions.
Boom, we got you, Claude. See, we found exactly where your niche.
I mean, I've gone to the convention. I go to comic book conventions, which they have the girls dressing up, but not as good as the anime conventions. Gotta say.
Damn. Yeah. Oh, now you're picky. Okay, you're doomed.
Now he's picky about.
You're doomed to loneliness, dude.
Cosplay chicks he likes.
Just keep filtering out. There's nothing left.
You get your comic cosplay chick. I gotta get that anime chick.
I know,
dude. Anime outfits are where it's at.
And she can't just be like any anime. If she's Sailor Moon, that's basic bitch shit. He wants some Boku Hero Academia or whatever the fuck that shit's called.
Unironically, the frog girl? Oh my god.
How did I know you were going to say that? Oh my god. Dude, there's so much Rule 34 with that frog girl.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't know. I've never looked at porn in my life.
Of course. Just don't go by Claude Huggins' Discord channel because there's not an NSFW channel.
This is a Christian
I have no knowledge of that whatsoever. That's on my administrator, Claude Huggins.
By the way, your hypothetical NSFW channel, if you were to become a Discord partner, you would have to delete it.
There are worse things. It's probably a good thing to get rid of that channel.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just letting you know that you might have to let go of that love, I don't know how strong your love is for that channel.
I could easily delete an entire channel's worth of furry porn.
Dude, every now and then I stop by just to look at it, just to see what the hell's going on, man. It's hilarious.
There was a pretty rousing conversation about accuracy in animal, human forms. Like, where should they have bird arms? Where do the bat wings attach? And I'm just like,
oh man,
I'm gonna go now.
Of course, you start rethinking like, Why are these people here?
Should I just quit Twitch? Should I just?
Should I just stop?
Is it
Should
better?
I,
What have
should
I
I
done?
just rebrand as an actual like Christian Twitch channel?
Yep.
No porn,
Dude,
no
imagine that.
cursing.
You start like a religious cult, and then they look back on your old days and like dig up all this dirt. Well, according, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say I can never run for any kind of government because it's all sitting on some NRA database somewhere, right?
NRA.
NRA, oh, NSA.
Dude, both of them. They're coming after
I
you,
was
dude. We gotta get that little queer boy.
Oh my
He
god.
likes all those dog feet. Mm-hmm.
According to
Oh my
I don't even know, dude.
Puppy paws are the softest. Okay.
Oh my god,
Just
dude.
let your mind wander.
This just
According to Zolvern in chat, who is one of your diehard followers, he says, please,
He's my bud.
please convince him to get rid of that cesspit, John. Dude, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to say, man. I've shamed him. I brought it out to the public. Now it's going out to the podcast verse. So what else can we say about it?
Unfortunately, Claude Huggins is a man with no shame.
I love it, man. So you were gonna have some D&D going on after this?
Yeah, I'm gonna start in about an hour and a half. Play some D&D. Haven't played in like 2 weeks, so I'm itching to role play. So.
You know what's funny?
You've played some, right? I recall you streaming it, right?
Oh yeah,
I'm
for
not
sure.
crazy.
No, for sure. I ran a game, and now I'm running a Cyberpunk 2020 game. So yeah,
Nice.
I do it live on stream. Check out the YouTube, my dudes, John the Wise on YouTube if you want to see any of our live recordings of our game. But I was gonna say that.
Okay, stop the shilling, John.
Hey man, if you had your own, you could shill yours too. Okay.
Soon.
And Maddie in chat says you got a foot fetish channel on your Discord, John. Yeah, that you guys created. Okay, I did not create that channel.
That Maddie created
Exactly.
and solely is interested in.
Exactly, dude. I was gonna say
it for himself.
Yeah, I gotta go here. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh crap. He's like, oh, hold on here.
You'll be disappointed, dude.
It's not very active.
Yeah. Also, I was gonna say that's pretty cool that you have a very religious group. You have like, what's going on with this D&D group? Are you guys summoning Satan? Because you guys always meet. Every D&D group is supposed to like break apart after like 2 months, right?
Surprise. Well, I mean, we're all like best buds IRL, so it definitely helps the dynamic because like if we quit the group, then we gotta stop being friends, and we can't have that happen. So.
No, that does make sense.
Friends IRL.
Yeah, it does make sense.
What's that?
God, I think it's like 1.5 years now. This campaign's been going.
Holy shit!
How much are you paying these people to be your friend?
I give them privileges on Discord.
Oh shit! Damn. Can I be your friend?
That's lush. That's lush right there.
The lavish life, dude. Yeah, 1.5 years, you said, with this group?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's actually pretty legit. Most D&D sessions or groups, they last like 3 sessions and then it's over.
Right?
Yeah.
What? Who's the DM? Are you the DM or are you a participant?
No, my bud Karisu, who left the room out of fear of being caught on camera, is our DM. I was gonna say I'm kind of curious if we'll still be friends after my wizard hits his character arc because it involves killing somebody and becoming a lich.
Ooh, spoiler alert! Great.
Sorry if I blew out your mic, by the way. Your
whatever
audio.
It was fine. Nothing happened.
No, that's good. I break audio all the time for effect.
Yeah. So Zar, anything going on in your life that's interesting or worth noting?
Tuesday we close on the house.
Ooh.
It's done deal. The down payment, the money from the mortgage, it's all in the title company. So we go Tuesday, we sign some papers, and boom, we just start moving in.
Damn, dude, congratulations, man.
How does it feel to own something?
It is a very weird feeling. The moment that my loan officer texted me and said all the money's been transferred to the title company was the most like surreal feeling I've ever had in my life. I was like, it's done.
Yeah.
Someone just loaned me way too much money for something.
I know, dude. Isn't that scary?
And I'm just like, here it is. We're gonna go get the house, and it's so nice because it's twice the size of the current house we're in.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude. Congratulations, man. I'm happy for
No,
you, Czar. It's only going to be
we got
better things here.
we got a lot of updating to do because it's got the like original interior from the 70s.
Does it have a basement so we can actually play Dungeons and Dragons in your own basement?
It does have a basement.
Real quick,
Ah,
does the basement have wood paneling?
ooh.
What the yes.
Oh my god, don't change that. That's
No, I hate wood paneling. Get out of my
Hold on.
house.
Time out. What am I missing out on here?
You don't know what wood paneling
No,
is?
but why does it matter if the basement has wood paneling?
that's classic 70s, dude. You got
There's wood paneling through most of the house.
Oh.
Except for the
Oh.
living room. They like tore it out and put up drywall for some reason just in the living room.
Oh, so the inside of your house has wood pan. Oh yeah, that's such a cozy thing, dude. That's like a log
Dude.
cabin in the woods kind of thing.
Yeah, but I hate wood paneling, man.
Well, shit. Too bad.
I want to update all that shit.
You want to put that stucco and drywall all over the place?
Hell yeah. I got to
Oh.
redo the ceiling in the basement too cuz it's drop ceiling. I want to tear it down and put up drywall.
All right. Well, shit.
I got a lot of work to do, but
Good luck, man.
that,
me and my dad are
that's a
gonna do it.
house.
Yeah, that is a
Yep.
house.
Yep.
All right.
There's
Well.
disgusting 70s green carpet in the basement.
Oh yeah, no, you got to get that out.
And you're gonna tear that all up. Fuck.
But
I would embrace that. I would own it. I would love that.
Claude loves
Dude.
it.
That's me.
My wife was the same way. She saw it and she's like, "I want this carpet. It looks like mermaid."
Dude, who knows what kind of fucking 70s AIDS is in that carpet, dude? Get it out of
My
there.
God. So I'm gonna tear it up, but I'm gonna save her a bit because she wants to use it as a rug in her art studio.
You know, once you tear up that carpet, there's gonna be like a secret like exit that takes you to like a fucking Fort Knox or some shit.
I was gonna say there'd be like a disco pink floor tile underneath that carpet or something. Just watch.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do this other part of the podcast that most people tune in for,
Right?
which is
What? I thought we were supposed to talk about feet for an hour.
Yeah, that's it. All right, guys. See you later. Let's talk about some video games, Claude, and we got some video game news. I don't mean to cut the conversation short, but we do have only an hour, so let's get to the news, talk about it, and then if we have some time left over, we'll figure it out. Sound good?
Let me open up the Reddit game sub tab so I can pretend like I'm knowledgeable about these things.
That's pretty much what I do, so don't worry. Give my wife the thumbs up. She's looking good. All right, so let's get this browser going. Blah blah
Do I see
blah.
Riot Games in the news again?
Yeah, man. Here we go, ladies
What was
and
it,
gentlemen.
4 weeks in a row?
So our first piece of news that we want to talk about is Riot Games says it wants to clean up its mess, but the people who made it are still there. So this is written by the same person that wrote that other article for Kotaku that blew up, Cecilia D'Anastasio. And I guess she's doing another follow-up article, which you're supposed to do when your article blows up. Do a second one.
Well,
you know?
she like studied or like got information on it for like a year, right?
Yeah.
Before even writing the original article.
6 months.
So like 6 months. Okay,
Okay.
even still, like I was impressed by that, especially from someone at Kotaku.
Yeah.
You know,
Real quick,
like,
I know everything there is to know about this story, but for those of us that might not know what you're referring to, you know.
Oh damn, Claude! Look at that co-host action, dude.
Oh.
I fucking love that. So if
better
you
co-host
guys
than I am.
if you guys don't know what happened at Riot Games, there was Cecilia D'Anastasio wrote an article about how there's like ridiculous amount of sexual harassment going on at Riot Games to women from a bunch of frat boy nerds that run the company, and because of that, it trickles down to like the lowest guy. Like the lowest guy is the same way. So it was like it's been swept under the rug for like years and years. Then more people started coming out. Then there was more articles. It got to the point where Riot Games had to go like, okay, we're gonna fix things because there's a lot of egregious stories out there. So apparently it's been a few months now since not since the article came out, but I think it's been like about a month, right? And some of the people that have been, you know, that some of the people that are there that other people have said like, hey, this guy's grabbed my ass, this guy's told me that I'm not a real gamer, you know, whatever sexual harassment was going on, those people are still active employees at Riot Games.
Not just active employees. I saw some tweets from people involved that were talking about how those individuals, or some of the individuals who were involved in the toxic environment or sexual harassment even got promoted internally, even
which is
after all of this hit like the news.
which is actually a weird phenomenon that I've seen in where places where I've worked. Is like you have these problem employees that are, I mean, for lack of a better word, rapey, and then all of a sudden, like months later, it's like, oh, now you're like a manager. Like, okay,
Yeah, good. Now you have power over other people.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna say, oh yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say it probably boils down to a thing where like, all these guys are probably toxic as hell, and then that guy probably knows a lot of skeletons in the closet of other people, so they try and do something, and then he pulls that card and like, okay, well, I guess to make him happy, we needed to lift him up,
Yeah.
At
So
least if I had to guess.
that's the thing, is that they did remove some people from the company, but those were the people that were like the SJWs, because there was this recent like controversy that some guy was calling everybody on Twitter crying man babies, all the like Riot Game fans. He was like, "You guys are a bunch of crying man babies," blah blah blah, because they had some kind of meeting where like it just focused on women and women gaming and stuff like that. It was just like really weird and didn't really make sense with I think it was at, what was it, at PAX or something like that, Czar? I forgot exactly where that
Yeah,
was.
Yeah, I think it was PAX.
Yeah,
Where they
something.
had a panel that was like was theirs the women only one, or was that different?
Yeah,
I
that's the
think that's
one.
it. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Riot Games that did a women's only panel or something like that, and it was like full on far left, far left.
Yeah, to the point where it was like it stood out like the virtue signaling was really hardcore.
It was so weird because it was hilarious because within like 3 weeks they were in the news for being a toxic.
SJW, or having
Well,
toxic SJWs in the company.
yeah, but it was like they had the toxic male environment, and then 3 weeks later they have this completely polar opposite PAX panel that's just almost just as bad, just on the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
And so it's so weird the same company having both of those like within 3 weeks of each other.
But what's weirder is they fired anybody who was toxic on the SJW side, but they still
Mhm.
have the people that are on the other side working for them.
Yeah.
And I don't think this article talks about that, but that's just an observation that we're making. I haven't read this entire article. As you can see, it's a great wall of text. So I get the
Yeah.
idea from the headline. I'll read it some other time. No
Yes.
disrespect.
This Cecilia, is that how are you saying it?
Yeah, Cecilia.
I think she's probably one of the best writers they've had at Kotaku in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't. There hasn't been one person that really stood out from Kotaku until this person. So That's the thing. They're just like a website that hires journalists. They could probably hire them freelance, and there's going to be some
that
good
hires
ones.
journalists.
Exactly. They just hire a bunch
unquote.
of people here and there. So most of this website is just a business to get clicks into, people to click in, and their advertisers to give them money. That's it. That's what this website's all about. So, but it also gives us great content. So thank you, Kotaku.
This is great content.
So yeah, all right, that's it. Anything else? Can I skip it?
I think we're good.
No, I think that's pretty good.
All right, let's move on. All right, so there's a new Wolfenstein coming out. Wolfenstein 3 confirmed by Bethesda.
They're bringing back the blonde guy, the main character.
Yeah, what's that guy? Isn't there like this lore where that Wolfenstein and Doom are in the same universe, just different times or whatever?
Oh, is there?
I mean, why not? The games would I guess they'd be like 100 years difference, so it's not that big a deal, right?
Yeah. But
yeah,
this
I mean,
is...
yeah, I could see that. I could see that theory holding water.
So, when Bethesda announced the spin-off Wolfenstein Youngblood at E3, you might have wondered if Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, was the end of the story for series protagonist BJ Blazkowicz. I think I said that right. Blazkowicz? If you did...
That's pretty good.
Blazkowicz.
I think it doesn't look like it should be Blazkowicz, but...
I think it's Blazkowicz.
Yeah, Blazkowicz. But anyway, Wolfenstein 3 is coming. Bethesda Vice President of Global Marketing Communications Pete Hines told Metro. So the thing about this Wolfenstein game is, I never got into it even like back in the day. Wolfenstein 3D, I didn't really give a shit about. I played Doom, but it wasn't like I wasn't like really big into it. But I don't know how you feel about it. How you guys feel about Wolfenstein?
I recognize the importance of the original game. I never actually played through the entirety of it. I actually played New Order?
Mm-hmm.
I played that to completion. I thought that was a really solid shooter. I didn't play Youngblood, but first I heard people didn't really take to it as much because it wasn't Blazkowicz and just his kids or something,
Yeah, wasn't it his two daughters? They were twins or something.
something like that. Yeah.
Oh shit. So check this out. So Wolfenstein next year there's gonna be a VR game called Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. Okay. Killing Nazis in space.
Because
Hell yeah.
I was gonna say because when you have bad sales with Young Blood, the best thing to do is to make another title with an even smaller audience.
If you think about it, Wolfenstein's the only thing keeping Nazis alive. There's like no other game that has Nazis in it, dude, like as much
Yeah,
as Wolfenstein.
they Call of Duty stopped having Nazis, and
Yeah.
Yeah, now their zombies are just zombies and not Nazi zombies.
All right. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you're excited for the new Wolfenstein. I gotta say though, it's Bethesda. They know how to make games well, so it's probably gonna be a
Yep.
fun game. But I don't know if there's any replayability. That's the problem with those kinds of games. You know, you just
I
finish it
feel like
once.
if you like the game, then you'll play through it a lot. Because I know the not well, my I'm sure the newest Doom is the same way, but I know the Doom that came out like 2 years ago. One of my buds, Deathwing, he streamed that game a lot because he liked doing the score attack stuff, and
Oh, okay.
it's, I guess just different people. Some
Yeah.
people like doing
Yeah,
that leaderboard stuff. I don't really care
yeah.
for it.
There's a lot of people that like doing that kind of stuff too. Because I mean, even like um, when I really got into Bioshock Infinite, I played through that game many times,
Love that game, dude.
and I played it through 1999 mode, which is the hardest difficulty that you unlock after doing it through hard and everything like that. And but it's just a linear shooter, just like Wolfenstein. So yeah, I can totally see how people do like continue playing those kind of games.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on. Alan Wake is being adapted for TV. The hunt
I'm
for batteries
so
continues.
excited.
Okay, so first of all, what the fuck is Alan Wake? It sounds so familiar, dude.
It's probably familiar because it was famous a couple of months ago because they took it off the Steam Marketplace forever because of licensing issues with the music. So
Oh shit.
Oh, is that what happened? Damn, hot news from Claude Huggins, dude.
it's okay. Don't worry. Just go buy your third-party resold keys on Green Man Gaming or something, right? Is that how
Yep,
that works?
yep, that's it. I mean, that's what they're gonna get when they do that. So, damn. So the Legion TV series? Calloway was executive producer. He's the one that's doing it, the showrunner and the writer. He does Legion, that TV series that's supposed to be like a Marvel TV series.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like an X-Men Marvel like offshoot, and then he does Cloak and Dagger.
Oh, that Legion. For some reason, I was thinking. I don't know why, because I remember reading this, going over the story vaguely a little bit the other day, and then I was like, oh, Lucifer. Okay, yeah. I completely skipped
Anytime.
my mind that it was Legion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anytime someone mentions Legion, I think demons.
Demons.
I
That's
just
pretty
I just
much it.
forget how to read sometimes. So
All good. But why should I be excited about Alan Wake being adapted for TV, Claude?
I don't know if you should. Like, it's kind of hard now. Like, but yeah, you should totally dig the. I mean, I for one enjoyed the series. I guess you would call it a series because the journey of Alan Wake was kind of weird because they had the main game, which had this kind of ending, and then what they did is they put out like 2 to 3 more DLCs to try and wrap it up, and then they put out Alan Wake American Nightmare, which was supposed to be like wrapping it up. So
So is this like a Resident Evil type game?
it's a lot more actiony because you're kind of like you're this dude running around in the woods. There's a lot of like Stephen King, Northwest horror vibes to it.
So,
Uh,
but does it play like Silent Hill, or does it play like what does it play like? God of War?
Imagine you gave like Silent Hill 3 active dodge system.
Oh,
So you're
okay.
ducking and weaving enemies and stuff, and then trying to shoot them in the face and this and that. There's a whole mechanic where you have to shine enemies with like your flashlight or any source of light so you can actually hurt them. It did a lot of neat things narratively, but I'm kind
So
of curious how they'll adapt it.
kind of like Dark Souls esque.
Yeah, Dark Souls with a pistol and a flashlight,
There
sure.
you go. All right. Well, now I know what the game's about. So I would maybe give it a shot. Is the first one like super dated? What is it, like 2000 something when it came out?
Probably like 2000 and I want to say like 9,
Alan
2010
Wake,
maybe.
Wikipedia. Let's see here. 2010. Yeah, so that was like 8 years ago on Xbox 360. Oh, that's
Oh,
why. That's why it was not. It
God,
wasn't on my radar because it was an
it's
Xbox game that got ported. I'm a PC
it,
guy, do or
it's so
die.
weird seeing something like I expect it when I'm thinking, it was an old game. It was an or when thinking about it, I'm like, that was an older game. Then I see 2010 and I'm like, holy shit.
It's not that long ago, but it is that long ago. That's almost 10
you're like,
years,
wait a
dude.
minute. What year is it
Wait a
again?
minute.
We're
Do the
getting old.
math.
We're getting old, dude.
Listen, I had that moment 2 days ago because I was like, oh, Lord of the Rings is on TV. And then, they always throw in parentheses when it came out, 2001. I'm like,
Oh, yeah, that is nuts, dude. Can you believe that? 17 years ago that came out. I remember being hyped for it.
this is
Ah,
what our parents feel like, I guess, when they look
Right?
at any kind of media. I remember that Elvis Presley. He was that was 30 years ago.
it's a hard knock life. So Alan Wake, good story in the video game, so probably be a good TV show, maybe.
It'll be tricky, but if they adapt it right, I think they'll do some fun things narratively to make it something to watch.
Okay, next piece of news. Get out of here. Fuck off, Alan Wake.
Yeah, get your fourth wall bullshit out of here.
Okay, so remember, Kingdoms of Amalur Remastered probably can't happen unless EA agrees. So remember that THQ Nordic bought 38 studios,
Yep.
which apparently, okay, I didn't know this, but it got bought by the city of Rhode Island or something like that.
Because they funded the game.
Okay, so the city of Rhode Island tried this thing where they were going to fund a video game to see if they can get some revenue from a video game. And
What the fuck?
that's the thing. That was the other kicker. I knew that a baseball player was involved, and then I totally forgot that the state of Rhode Island was like, let's help develop a video game, and whatever money it makes, we'll use it to help our city. And it ended up flopping. So they owned the rights to this game and they sold it to EA, or sorry, THQ Nordic. But the problem is that after they sold it, they were like, "All right, we need to contact EA and see if they'll let us reboot the series."
Oh my god.
So they still need EA to sign off on it. So they'll probably have to pay EA up through the nose just to fucking like release this game.
I mean, at the same
For us,
time, I don't think EA really probably gives a shit. Can we say shit? Is that
Yeah. You can cuss.
okay? Yeah, are they gonna give a shit about the property? Like it's sitting in like a folder somewhere, being like, "Yeah, we own this. No, we're never gonna touch this again because that game made a company go bankrupt."
I don't
right?
think. Go ahead.
It's like that's what I'm wondering. It's like who's writing this title? Who gives a shit if it has a remaster version? What do you mean it probably won't get a remaster version unless EA agrees? It's not going to get a remaster version because it fucking didn't do well. Who wants it?
Yeah, well, EA is not gonna. EA doesn't give a shit about the game. All they give a shit about is like, oh, there's something that you want that we have. Okay, bring out your checkbook, bitch. That's what they want to do because they're a business after all. So
Yeah, it's just I don't think it's gonna be some ridiculous price though.
it's just weird that they bought the licenses to these games. It's like, okay, I buy your car, and then you're like, oh, but you can't drive it until you get the okay from like this other guy, and now I have to
Because
go
if
to
you,
that other guy. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, THQ going under, that was like a fire sale for all these licenses, right? So I mean, pick up some things on the cheap and then see what you can actually reuse because they reused the whoever got the Red Faction, whoever got
Yeah.
the Saints Row, whoever got the
Mhm.
Darksiders, like they're still making money off that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It looks like they bought up a bunch of like small IPs, and I don't know what they're gonna do with it. No one knows exactly what they're gonna do with it. Obviously, they have a plan, but it's just weird because this kind of like is incompetent because it's like you bought this license but you can't use it because you have to talk to EA first, and it's not like EA is gonna be like. Who knows if they'll be like helpful? They might just be like, "No, fuck off. There's nothing you can pay us." You know, just because it's like you're the competition. It's like let's fuck our competition over. You know what I mean?
I'm sure they'll figure out some deal where they'll pay EA up front and they'll get a portion of every sale, and it'll be a win for everybody involved because all 30 fans of Kingdoms of Amalur will get their remaster.
Oh damn, throwing heat. All right, next piece of news. Let's freak off with this. Blizzard job listings hint at something entirely new. So Blizzard is opening up its talons and ready to grasp another genre of gaming and take it by storm, motherfuckers. They tried MOBAs. It did okay at best. They tried the shooter genre where it was team-based shooters, and they did amazing, except for Overwatch League. We're not going to talk about Overwatch League. But everything...
That's pretty popular, wasn't it?
Sure.
I know the events themselves had like production issues, but
they want
The
everybody.
numbers are good. Just the atmosphere is a joke.
They want everybody to think. The thing is that the numbers are good comparatively to other esports, maybe that are not League of Legends or Dota, but compared to other sports, which is what they want to do, it's abysmal. You know, they want it to be like on ESPN and stuff like that, like legitimately. You know, so according to that, it's kind of not doing what it needs to do. So, but anyway, they got this new game coming out, and we don't know much about it. We just know that they're working on something different. So let's see here. Some like the senior trying to see if there's anything here that I missed because I didn't really see any information.
Yeah, this is the job listing we looked at a month or so ago, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, the job listing a month ago was for Diablo.
Well, there was a job list for Diablo. There was a job listing for competitive first-person shooter.
That's right.
And is this a different one now? It looks like it is.
Oh yeah, look, here we go.
Yep.
Some of the requirements and pluses include things like a passion for co-op games, RPGs, and board games, and a real passion for action games.
It's a little vague because especially the first person and third person combat.
Yeah, but this co-op RPG and board game thing, what does that mean? Because they're not going to make another Warcraft, they're not going to make another Diablo, so what else is left in that kind of universe? Or that kind of nerddom? I don't know.
I'm trying to think of what other IP. Oh, it'll be that friggin' the dwarves lost in whatever the dwarves name.
Lost Vikings?
Yeah, Lost Vikings.
Oh my god, if they relaunched that IP,
that would be sick, dude. That's funny.
People will kill themselves.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, obviously, it's gonna do well. It's not gonna do. Maybe it'll do amazing. Maybe it'll just do well. But
listen, they'll put a pre-order bonus that gets you skins in Overwatch. It'll unlock some items in Diablo 3, and people are gonna buy it anyway. So.
Yeah, and as Brian said, people would actually lose their shit over new Lost Vikings. Yeah, a lot of old people, but all the youngsters are gonna be like, "Who?
Oh, the character in that Heroes of the Storm. Yeah, that character is really hard. Nobody plays it."
Triggered. Okay, next piece of news. Here's the trailer for Tencent's Battle Royale with snowboards coming to Steam next week. So this is
it's Ring of Elysium.
It's Ring of Elysium, the game that we got region locked out. It was a Battle Royale made by Tencent using the same code that's in PUBG. Tencent acquired some of PUBG Corp or Bluehole. So they have this they have this deal with each other where they can use each other's assets. So this was like the better PUBG in Asia. And for the longest time, we couldn't play there because it was only region locked to Asia. So there was a way around it. Some guy found a way until they finally just totally cut everybody from North America out. So unless you're from Asia, you can't play this game.
I was gonna say, just use your VPN. I know you got one for the dark web, dude.
I know. But
I know it's where you actually got that, baby.
It's called Ring of Elysium or Europa. It's such a weird name. But as Zolvern said, why would you reuse code from PUBG? Because actually,
That's what I was thinking.
this game I actually played the Ring of Elysium before it got region locked. It ran way better than PUBG. So whatever they are doing at Tencent, they know how to make video games. So
Yeah, Player Unknown doesn't.
yeah,
I mean, it's not just spaghetti code
yeah.
written by a bunch of Koreans.
So it's supposed to come out. I don't know. I've been playing the new Black Ops game, and
Good.
It's
So
really
good.
good. It's well made. And this one, when I played it, I remembered it was like super easy to kill people. It wasn't. There was no like gunplay, but this is actually looking better than I remember. I don't remember it looking like this. So I
Now,
guess
when you say Black Ops, I know there was a new Black Ops game. Are you talking about you had some experience with the battle royale mode, or?
yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna play any other mode, and I don't like any of the Call of Duty games. I'm not a Call of Duty fan. I don't give a shit about stuff like that. But when I saw it, I was like, okay, it's a battle royale made by Treyarch. I gotta give it a shot. You know, they know how to make video games. So I did, and I like it. I'm probably gonna be playing it until the next flavor of the month comes through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what a month for battle royale games, right?
Right? That's
Yeah,
it.
it's open beta was this weekend, and it launches a month from now, October 12th or something like that.
Yeah. That's
It's fantastic. It's excellent. You know, AAA Call of Duty, polished. The biggest issues are stuff with servers and the party system
Yeah.
has bugs.
Which
But
they'll
in the
just
game, there's there's literally like 0 bugs that I've found after hours of playing.
yeah. And it'll get all that stuff will get fixed. It's
Yeah.
literally gonna get polished.
I gotta say, there's just such so many games. There's so many coming out. Like obviously you have your Fortnite and your PUBG, but then you have the Calling Origins. I think they're finally putting that out now. You have the Dying Light battle royale game.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if
Everybody's
Fear of
doing
Vulture is
good.
ever any good, but
Everybody's
is
doing
it
battle
good?
royales.
Battlefield is doing theirs as well. Like
it's a little gross. I don't know.
The thing is, after the Battlefield one and the Call of Duty one comes out, Battle Royale, I think people are already tired of it, but they've been waiting for those two studios to make it to see like how they would do it because they're the shooter studio. You know, they make the shooter games that everybody loves. So once that's done and it's released and everything, Battle Royale is done as a genre, in my opinion. And Czar, I think, agrees.
Mhm.
I don't think any other battle royales will be successful after them. So that's it. And then we'll move on to whatever the fuck is next, dude. Whatever the next $1 million idea is.
Blizzard's gonna put out a freaking battle royale game. Can't
Oh
wait.
my god, dude. That's it. So yeah, Ring of Elysium is gonna come out September 19th on it's Wednesday. It'll be free to play on Steam. So if you want to give a giant conglomerate named Tencent in China some money, with your microtransactions, you know where to go. So there you go. That's it. All right. Next piece of news. Shadow of the Tomb Raider lets you unlock a low poly Lara Croft model. So Lara Croft. Is it Lara Croft or Laura Croft?
Lara Croft.
That's like the big thing, right? There's the low
Do
poly.
we have any British people? Matt, you should be able to answer this question.
Lara. Is it Lara? Lara Croft. Lara Croft.
Yep, exactly like I remembered it.
There's also this really cool thing where you can do like the photo mode. There's a lot of photo modes in these games, but apparently this Tomb Raider thing has this photo mode where like you can pause the game and like take a selfie or something, and people have been pausing them right when she's like dying. So like she's impaled in the head with a spear, and then like they pause it, and like she's smiling to the camera with the spear like in her brain.
Yeah, you can change her expression.
Yeah.
In photo mode, so people were doing all sorts of weird shit with that.
So the reason I put this in the news is because I was wondering if you guys have any opinion about any of these new Tomb Raider games. I have this thing. I know I'm a sexist, misogynistic pig, but I hate female protagonists or main protagonists.
Yeah,
I just can't.
She's fighting muscular men. It just shouldn't be. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
I hate it. I hate women. I just want them to not have rights anymore. Can we just? I don't even want to devote time on the podcast to women.
Triggered. Yeah, I mean that's why we like Claude because he says it how it is, you know.
That's what we're all thinking in our
Yeah.
misogynistic minds.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I'm not into these Tomb Raider games. I was never into the original ones. I don't know, man. I don't feel I'm not one of those people that likes to beat their meat to like a female protagonist. I don't know. There's a lot of people that like to do shit like that, I guess.
I thought the games are actually pretty solid. I never really I played the original, and I think that was it, which was a solid, spelunking game.
These are the photo mode. Thank you, Castrophony.
That's me. I'm just logged down her account because
Oh,
I'm
okay,
crazy
okay.
to log in and do the authentication. Blah blah blah. Blah.
That's you. Okay, you're right. Okay,
Yeah,
so
there,
this is
there
it.
is a spear in the face smiley in there.
Like she's like drowning right there in this one, and she's smiling, spear in the face, and drown. I gotta say that this updated Tomb Raider look does look really cool. Yeah, she's like dead.
Hair physics and everything. They put the work into these, and maybe
Yeah.
someday I'll get around to it. But just I have other stuff to play, unfortunately.
Exactly, that's it. And I never liked Nier Automata or any of those other female protagonist games either. So
What?
I'm telling you, female protagonist.
You just insulted an anime game in front of Claude. Okay?
I know. I'm sorry. I forgot.
I was gonna see. The worst part is I still have to play Near Automata. I love the first one. The first one, which you never played because it was an Xbox, PlayStation game, but
you're such a fucking anime cuck that you're ready to defend a game that you didn't even play yet.
Listen, I know it's a well-made game. I know it has a solid story because it's from the guys that did the first one. So
Yeah.
actually, it's not. It's actually Platinum Games, wasn't it? So I'm talking out of my ass, but that's okay because I'm
Right.
defending things that I don't know anything about.
I like your ass, so it's all good. All right, next piece of news.
Oh, you have 2 minutes before you get your ass.
I know
beat.
this is the last piece of news, guys.
He's like being threatened in the corner.
I know she's telling me that we gotta go. Okay, this is the loot boxes. EA's under criminal investigation in Belgium for refusal of removing loot boxes. Dude, this website is AIDS, man. Like, come on.
I know. What is this?
The fuck?
What is happening over there?
It's just so like I can't get
What is
this
that
left part.
sidebar?
The
What
left
the
part
fuck?
is just it's gonna stay there no matter what. Like, it doesn't matter what I do.
We got the gist of it. Belgium.
Oh, then now it works. Okay, sweet. That's fun. So apparently, loot boxes have been removed from all games in Belgium because they've deemed it illegal. Okay, well there it is.
Good.
And-
I support that.
EA refuses to remove the loot boxes there because they think that it's not fair, and so now they're under criminal investigation and they're just going to go to court with it. So EA is going to fight for their right to have kids gamble on their video games.
Yeah, loot boxes have always been bullshit, and shame on Steam for pushing them as much as they do in games like Dota. Like, I understand that, yeah, it's a big form of revenue for keeping a free-to-play game going, but like, oh, you can get the super awesome stuff, and then the actual percentage chance to get that is like 0.05. So,
Exactly.
Right.
fuck that.
Exactly.
Yeah, seriously, with everyone, how much dick sucking people do with Valve and Steam, people seem to just ignore like the level of scamminess that they allow and promote with loot boxes, like with the CS:GO and the real life trading and everything like that.
Yeah, it's
Like,
garbage.
They
I was, I'm sorry. I was gonna say at least Valve, with Dota, at least if you open up a loot box, you get the item, you won't get that again. It's not like PUBG, which takes it to a whole nother level where you
Ugh.
keep in the same genes over and over again when
Right.
everything else is like a minimum at most 5%, and then from there it's down the gutter.
The new phenomenon is temporary items that when you open a loot box, you get an item for 7 days and then it's out of your inventory. Yeah, don't for. Yes, Czar. Yes, Czar. That's the new phenomenon. It's happening in PUBG. It's big in Asia, in China, apparently.
fucking Asians, man.
It's a big thing over there that happens in like all their games. You get like temporary rewards.
Why are they ruining video games?
Is the
for
loot
us?
box like 25 cents then? Because that's maybe what I would pay for something like that.
I don't know. It's some of them are free. Some of them you can keep permanently, but then there's other like special ones that you can only get temporarily out of a paid crate. So yeah, it's pretty fucked, dude. Pretty fucked. Yeah. You guys should look it up. It's all over PUBG's subreddit, by the way. Wow, Ben, this guy.
I saw those, but I didn't think you had to pay for those. I thought those were just something you got for free while you played.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's it for the news, ladies and gentlemen. And unfortunately, that is it for the podcast because I do have a doctor's appointment with my son. They want to check him and make sure that he's all healthy and stuff like that. So we're gonna go do some things at the doctor's office.
Go do some responsible adulting. Have
exactly.
Fun, dude.
Before we get to Claude's plugs, do you want to plug anything, Czar?
Nope.
Okay. All right, Claude Huggins, tell us about your Twitch, your YouTube, your Twitter, everything that we need to know so we can get to you, dude.
You can go on Instagram.com/Claude Huggins. That's one word. The Twitter is the same thing, except there's like an underscore because somebody else took Claude Huggins one word. Bastards. They don't even use it, I don't think.
Oh my god.
There's a Snapchat. You can look at pictures of me on it. It's great. Do I have anything to plug? I don't know. Nicolas Cage has a new movie out this week, Mandy.
I heard it's really
yes.
good. I'm gonna watch it like tomorrow, and hopefully it's awesome because it's doing 94%. I don't give a shit. It's Nicolas Cage. I'm gonna watch it anyway. But
yeah, there you go. Claude, thank you so much, man. You were our first guest on this podcast, so you have a special place in my heart.
Now you've been our last.
And now that's it. The podcast's over. So I just want to say thank you so much, man, for coming through again. And you know what? We're gonna have you another time because we are loyal to our people. All right, we loyal.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good.
You loyal, we loyal, and we appreciate everything. Other than that, Wise and Sassy podcast, if you guys want to hear what happened with wife and I with the baby and all that jazz. So thank you guys so much for being here. We'll see you guys. And thank you guys for understanding. Wife says tell everybody thank you for understanding that we're having a shorter
Thanks for
podcast.
understanding. P.S. We got to go. I'm going to beat you, John.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut it short on Claude's episode. It's just I'm trying to juggle this like life of being a new dad and still doing the things that I love to do. So I apologize, my dudes. But other than that,
don't apologize, dude.
Thank you, Claude. I appreciate it. Go make sure you guys follow Claude on Twitch, which let me do a little shout out. Twitch.tv/Claude Huggins. And okay, well, never mind. That didn't work. Shout out. Twitch or Claude Huggins. That's what it is. I spelled it wrong.
That E is important.
Yeah, I spelled it wrong. This is the right one. There you go. So make sure you guys go check him out and join his cult, his religious cult, Reverend Claude Huggins. We love you, man. Thank you so much for being a part of the podcast. And
thanks for having me.
We'll see you guys next week for some more video games and stuff like that. All right? Thank you.
Bye, Oni-san.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point Click Podcast. Czar Salesman.
We pretend people care about our opinions. We pretend people care about our opinions.
They're just a couple of good guys, virtue signaling their life away.
It smells like wet dog. We pretend people care about our opinions. We pretend people care about our opinions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point Click Podcast. They're just a couple of good guys, virtue signaling their life away. So stay woke, stay fresh,